Hello everybody, my name is the Librarian, and of course you're watching the Ozzimon Library, a place where we draw things. The art isn't great, but it's still, you know, I think I'm pretty decent, but it's the ideas behind them, and today we're diving in with a Power Ranger themed video. We haven't actually done major Power Ranger stuff on this channel yet, and Power Rangers is a huge love of mine, and I want to start with a new series on the channel, which I think would be really cool, and I'd love to get you guys involved. This little series is we're going to be adding Orange Rangers to the lineup of each major Power Ranger team throughout the TV shows. So of course we only have one major canonized Orange Ranger, that is Cosmic Fury, and I know that Boone has a dream sequence in SPD where he is seen as an Orange Ranger, but every single team from Mighty Morphin all the way until Dino Fury will be getting an Orange Ranger, and I'll be coming up with a new power set and of course a new weapon. Now I'm leaving the Zords alone for a minute because I feel like they might deserve their own video. I might not actually do them, I don't know yet, but let's just dive in with today's video. Of course, if you like this sort of content, do hit that notification bell and the subscribe button so you guys don't miss another video. And of course, if you have any ideas for the next season in line, which is of course Zeo, do let me know what you guys think. But let's dive in with our Orange Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. This is Ryan. Ryan, of course, gains the Ninjetti powers of the Orange Ranger. Now the reason why I went with Ninjetti is because in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, of course we have 6 Power Rangers through red, black, blue, yellow, pink, and green, and then white. In the comic books, we actually have all 7 colors at once, as Matt Cook becomes the Green Ranger, and we have all 7. And then we have the Ninjetti powers, which is a power set that they get after season 2. They shift from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dino coins and shift into getting Ninjetti coins, and of course the way they get them is through Ninja. And then within things like the comic books and the video games and things, we never really get to see the Ninjetti powers. We only ever see them use the Dino powers, which is a fantastic and awesome and all. But that being said, I wanted to give this Ranger a themed through the Ninjetti, more so because the only Orange Ranger we have is dinosaur themed as well. So I feel like because we've already got 2 other seasons that are dinosaur themed too, it'd be nice if we dived in with the Ninjetti abilities. So with the Ninjetti powers, also another reason why I went down that route is because when they do get the Ninjetti powers, their suits stay exactly the same. For an example, Billy is the Triceratops and he gets the wolf Ninjetti Zord, but his suit stays looking like a Triceratops. So I feel like it'd be cool if we just had one Ranger that looked like the Ninjetti Ranger. So I gave him the Lion. Now, of course, in Mighty Morphin Zord lineup, we already have a tiger. We have a saber-tooth tiger, but we also have a bear and a wolf. We don't have a lion anywhere, and I feel like the lion would work really well here. The Lion Zord, of course, is orange, but when it comes to Ryan, don't ask why it's called Ryan, it's just a name that I went with. Ryan, of course, would be strong like a lion and fierce like a lion. His martial arts skills would be heavy hitting with a lot of throws and powerful strikes. And then, of course, his power coin does look like a lion face with a mane. That's kind of like how I designed the coin, which I think would be very cool too. Now, of course, when it comes to the suit, everything's exactly the same from top down, from neck down, everything is exactly the same with the Mighty Morphins. So of course, white diamond on the chest, we have the white gloves and the white boots with orange diamonds on them, but the helmet is, of course, is where they get a little different. The helmet itself has the visor with little fangs in them to represent an opened mouth, very similar to the saber-tooth tiger and the Triceratops helmet. The actual top of the helmet, though, does have these little ridges going through. We have 3 major ones in the middle and then 2 little side ones. They are orange but with yellow tips, and they are representing a lion's mane, kind of giving him like a half a mane on the helmet, kind of representing the lion there. So yeah, here we have the Orange Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Now, when it comes to these Rangers, I may add morphers to them, I may change up the morphers. It all depends on how different unique the morphers are. For example, Ninja Storm, for example, we have 3 different morphers. So that sort of thing, you know, we will draw morphers there. But for now, I just drew the power coin to show you what the power coin looks like. So here is the power coin as well. Very basic, you know, it is just a lion after all. So, when it comes to his weapon, I had to think about this, because obviously, when it comes to Mighty Morphin, their weapons have no significance to the Zords that they bear. So, of course, the Power Sword looks nothing like a Tyrannosaurus of any kind. The Power Daggers have no resemblance to a saber-toothed tiger. It does have little, like, claw-like things on the side, but that's about it. None of the Zords, none of the weapons scream Zords, you know. So I thought to myself, okay, another thing as well is they don't represent any of their Zords in the weapons in detail, but also functionality. T-Rex, sword, don't mix. You know, we have a bow for a pterodactyl, also makes no sense. So I went with something that I thought would be kind of cool. We have a lot of close range weapons, but we only ever have one long range weapon, that being a bow and arrow, which is of course given to Kimberly, the pink ranger. So I thought with the orange ranger, why not give him a crossbow, but why not a wrist mounted crossbow? Mix it up a bit. We have crossbows and we have bows and arrows throughout Power Rangers, but we don't really have a lot of wrist mounted weapons. The one thing that does come to mind with wrist mounted weapons is things like Ivan's Dino Charge Morpher can be used as a blaster, which is kind of cool, and then SPD can rev his Morpher to, like, you know, do an attack. But other than that, we don't really get any wrist mounted weapons. It's always to do with their Morphers. So I thought giving him a wrist-bound crossbow would be kind of cool. His arrows would be either solid or energy-based, very similar to Kimberly's, and a Lion Ranger with a long-range weapon is just a bit different. We do have other Lion-themed Rangers as well, with Leo, Cole, and Jason, but all their weapons are close range, other than Cole does get a Lion Blaster later down the line, but that's not his main weapon, that's just an additional weapon. So yeah, I'm giving him a wrist-bound crossbow. It's gonna, of course, be quite small. It does have the power coin right at the back on the top, so everyone can see the power coin, because that is something all the weapons in Mighty Morphin do have, is their power coin somewhere on the weapon. And then, of course, it does just look like an orange crossbow. I tried to make sure that the band was just a slightly different color, so I went with this like browny olive color, and of course I did make sure that, you know, it had some depth to it, so the very center where the arrow sits is a bit more hollowed in than the rest of the crossbow. It's a very plain weapon. I did think to myself about adding maybe some gold highlights or silver highlights or something, but honestly I didn't know what to do, so I left it like this. But of course, if you guys have any ideas of what we could add to the power crossbow, do let me know. But there we have it. We have our Orange Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, who is got the ninjetti powers of the lion, and his weapon is a wrist-mounted crossbow. This is the one ranger where it would be rather basic, and the weapon doesn't need to make any sense, because that's what Mighty Morphin is. None of the weapons relate to their Zords of any kind, and of course, you know, the suit is one of the most basic suits, which is perfectly fine. But there we have it, our first Orange Ranger and his weapon, and of course its power coin on top as well. Do let me know what you guys think of this, you know, series, and let me know what rangers you want me to do next. At the moment in time, I'm going to go in order to at least in space to get the Zordon era out the way, and then I may continue in order. I'm not entirely sure, depending on what sort of ideas I can come up with and what you guys can come up with. If you guys ever want to give me a suggestion for Zeo, do let me know in the comments down below. But yes, there we have our Orange Mighty Morphin Ranger, and I'm looking forward to doing orange themed rangers as we go. That being said, like I told you guys in the beginning, do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you guys don't miss another video. And of course, let me know what other Orange Rangers you want to see next. We're all passionate, everybody, and of course I shall see you guys in the next video.